Liquid Cryptid, wanna keep my mama, baby. Dabbleverse stuff, mumbling, pineapple stuff, dabbling, controversial stuff. Now I know y'all be loving this shit right here. NICK mumbling is right here. People in the house, put them hands in the air, cause if you don't vote, then we don't care. 1, 2, 3 times 2 to the 6, jonesing for your fix of that dabbling politics mix. So where the fudge you at, punk? Shut the fudge up and back the fudge up while we fudge this track up. On your flags up, on your flags up, on your flags up, on your flags up, on your flags up. Retort in, now retort out. Hands up now, hands down. Back up, tell me what's in for the Dutch now. Republicans in now, Democrats out. Guns up now, hands down. Black up, tell me what you gonna vote now. Dabbling, 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 dabbling. Keep dabbling, 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 dabbling. Come on. Keep dabbling, 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 dabbling. 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 You wanna mess with dabbling in politics? You can't mess with dabbling in politics. Listen, we debate it all every week Saturday night, and this YouTube thing right here. Yo, we're doing it all the time, so you better get some better views and get fame up on your dime. So we got the gang set, so don't complain yet. 24/7, never begging for a rain check. Old school dabble is blasting out the political shit. The bashing for shit, put bounce in the dabble pit. On your flags up, on your flags up, on your flags up, on your flags up, on your flags up. Retort in, now retort out. Hands up now, hands down. Back up, tell me what you gonna ducks now. Republicans in now, Democrats out. Guns up now, hands down. Black up, tell me what you gonna vote now. Dabbling, 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 dabbling. Keep dabbling, 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 dabbling. Come on. Keep dabbling, 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 dabbling. 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 Hey ladies, where you at? Hey fellas, where you at? And the dabblers that don't give a fuck, where you at?
Oh, yeah, there's a rocky start for you. What's up, everybody? Mumbling Nick here. Welcome to Dabbling in Politics for the first time in like 3 weeks. 100% my fault. I'm usually a lame, sober loser with nothing to do on Sunday nights, but I've been busy the last couple Sunday nights, so luckily I'm back to being a sober, well, still sober, but loser with nothing to do. Anyway, speaking of, I don't know, should I call my co-host? I don't think he's sober. I don't know. I'll just call him a fellow loser with nothing to do. Liquid Cryptid, who I will bring on right this moment. How are you doing, sir? You're muted, buddy.
Oops, I was muted. I am indeed sober. I don't drink on Sundays. I wouldn't necessarily call it all your fault. Maybe some of your fault, more like an excuse, because we had nothing much to talk about anyway. It was just Iran, and it's like, I'll be honest with you, tell you all why I have no interest in talking about Iran. I can't even tell you how many times Iran has been attacked by the United States and Israel in my lifetime. Literally have no idea how many.
Yeah, it'll be. I think we could talk about it, but I don't think the discussion would go very, very long and far. We have some disagreements, but I think in general we're not into these wars or whatever. So I don't know. I don't think it sounds like we got some troops on the way. We'll see what happens. So maybe we get some troops on the ground. I could
I'm not
get, I
super
don't know.
excited about that.
No, but
That means that we're going to stay. I was hoping to be another, ball them into oblivion and get the fuck out of there like last time.
yeah, I think it is going to come up briefly during tonight's thing because there is a certain clip kind of comes up, but it'll be very brief. But yeah, for tonight we're going to talk about kind of like Joey this past week. He had that silent his MLK inspired live stream there, which I'm starting to, and I should have thought this from the beginning, that probably on purpose. Could have been a bit intentional.
I don't think it was.
Who knows?
I
then,
think it was.
You know?
I'm
Okay.
pretty sure it was an accident.
It's a fantastic accident then. And then he did the hour plus stream after that. We're gonna cover some Clearwater Chad. This is my bad. I didn't realize he was on Belly Bros earlier today. So if we get to some of that, which I think we will, it'll be the first time I'm seeing it. But I also have, and we probably won't get to it tonight, but I had totally forgotten that before I ever live streamed. Well, sorry. I had done one live stream in my whole life. It was like a one-off political roundtable thing. But before Cryptid and I started this fucking shit, before I was even doing the shit with the pineapple, I had actually done a live stream on Clearwater Chad's channel. And this is back when he was pretty much just strictly doing the Stuttering John bit, pretending to be, his version of Stuttering John. And so since John never had me on for his political show, we did this bit where I was interviewing Clearwater Chad as Stuttering John, asking him political questions. And most of the interview, he would fall out of character and I think answer how he really felt. So I feel like it might be kind of interesting to go. It's only like a 30-minute thing to go back and watch it sometime. And we might get his true answers because I don't know if we're getting his true answers. We're going to discuss tonight if Clearwater Chad is doing a little bit here,
Chad is definitely doing a bit. He's absolutely not taking this as seriously as, let's face
Joey?
it. Neither Joey or Chad are taking this seriously. But he's certainly not taking it as, at least Joey's I think he's trying as hard as he can. He's actually doing what he can do. He's actually got the paperwork in and all that stuff, right? So he's doing the stuff. He's not putting in all the work that's necessary. So he's probably doing as good as he can. But Chad is not. Chad is just good.
So there's an interesting part from Joey's thing. I'll play. I think it's somewhere around the 27-28 minute mark. Joey reads a text message from, I forget, that mobster friend of his, I think, who he thinks should be a senator or something. And it's interesting because that mobster guy kind of describes the type of politician that he thinks is dangerous. And Joey agrees. And I actually think he's kind of describing Clearwater Chad. So it's kind of interesting that I don't know if Joey, I love you, but I don't know if you realize that I don't think you and your vice president are on the same path here. You're supposed to have kind of like the same agenda, same policies roughly. And
they even talk to each other?
I think you guys are way separated there. And before I forget, we're also going to play some videos from Forke and Tooke, who have thrown their puppet hats into the ring.
Yes, I'm definitely a 4K, 2K, 2K 20, 28 or 28. Yeah, 4K, 2K, 2K 28. Yes.
That's, oh God, yeah, Latanya. I didn't realize how fucking confusing that is. 4K, 2K, yeah.
Yeah, they did that they came up with that on Belly Bros.
Fantastic. Yeah, fuck. I had kind of a busy day, so I didn't even know he's on Belly Bros. That's like, oh, yeah, off topic. Not giving too much away. Later this week, it sounds like American Cupcake's gonna be roughly like an hour away from me. So hoping we can if I can get out of work early or take the day off, I'm gonna try and meet up for lunch. So I might get to meet the Cupcake in person, which should be pretty cool.
Excellent. That should be fun.
Yeah, you have yet to meet anyone in the DV in person yet. So
Be sure to secretly record them.
you probably do the same for me. Oh yeah, he'll get to see what. I'll wear the mask. Hey, it's me. Yeah. Eat lunch under the mask. Yeah. All right. You know what? Let's start off with something like. Let's start off with the. Want to start off with the 4K videos, and then.
Yes, I love them.
Joey.
It's the three of them. They're only about a minute each.
Yeah,
they're fantastic.
We'll start off with those.
That's a 4K puppet. FORKEPUPPET. Don't bother trying to search for it in YouTube; it will not come up. So we should probably put a link to it somewhere. I had to do like an in run around where I saw, oh, it's Dave that's running the 4K puppet.
There we go. Yeah, I'll put it in the.
You linked it in X, so I went to his channel, into his X channel, and scrolled down, and he put a link to his videos, and that's how I've actually found his YouTube channel.
Nice. Oh
Yeah, the 4K puppet doesn't work. It keeps wanting to bring up videos of forks. I'm not fucking kidding. Forks
it's
and
funny.
puppets.
I'm pretty sure the story in 4K can let me know if I'm right or not. I believe he was kind of created as a way to placate Wendy, who was maybe that's what 2K. I don't know. All these puppets I think were created because there's not enough Tookie to go around. So,
and by the way,
yeah,
4K. You know, there's other colors than green. That's all I want to say.
We got green covered here. We got green covered
because I know 2K. Well, 2K was just supposed to be like
and now
Tookie's cousin.
From the office.
Yeah, like a French. God damn it, Granny! Shut up. I'm not ready. All right. So this is the first one. This is the introduction. In case anyone doesn't know 4K. A lot of us know 4K. Some people don't, but we get to meet the candidate right here.
And now a message from the office to elect 4K for President of the United States, bitches.
I'm just kidding. I'm not a moron. Okay. My fellow Americans, ladies, gentlemen, puppets, and other sentient objects. My opponent in this campaign has said he takes this run seriously and accuses 2K and I of simply being a joke or a parody. Oh no, Mr. Catalano. We are completely 100% serious about our mission. I mean, how can a man that can barely do a walk and talk accomplish running the country? Your campaign has been an anchor dragging down the Dabbleverse for long enough. Someone has to hoist that anchor and free us from this monotony. And that someone is a puppet. So my fellow dabblers, join 2K and I on our campaign for freedom from Joey and Clearwater Chad. Thank you and good night.
Fantastic.
And now a message.
Shut up. All right.
Yeah, see, I get it now. 4K is what happens when you clone a clone.
Yeah, there's a God damn it. There's some shit going on.
Slightly retarded and decides to run for president.
Yeah. I think there's two more actually.
Yeah, there's three.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Number 2.
This is Joey Catalano's America.
Manhattan, the second wave of explosions has left a massive crater in the financial district.
This is not an isolated incident. Fires are spreading throughout lower Manhattan. Authorities are urging everyone north of Canal Street to evacuate immediately.
Copy that. We're seeing structural failure on the L tracks. Need more units on Lake and Wabash. Over.
In Chicago, entire blocks are without power. Emergency crews are fighting multiple flames.
Defense is about hardware. 4K knows it's about readiness. He watches the skies, tracks the seas, and when it's time, he hits the button. Interceptors scramble, satellites scan, carriers steam ahead. Every move plotted, every play drawn up.
Well, let's be fair. Joey would hit the button too.
Oh yeah,
He said didn't
he already
look-
let us know that. That's correct.
Yeah,
That is
yeah, yeah.
correct.
But that didn't look like a place I would like to live.
No, actually, Joey the other night mentioned
Not in Joey
again.
sees America.
I don't know if he meant it this way, but when he was praising Trump for going after Iran, he said he would have nuked the leader too, and I think he used the word nuked. So I don't know if he was just using slang or if that's what he meant. Yeah. Hey, Cupcake, good to see you, buddy. I was just saying, my co-host was letting me know, I didn't realize you had Clearwater Chad and Forke and Tooke on earlier today. I fucking missed it, but
Was it today? I don't know. I put stuff
I don't know. The
in
video
yeah,
said
10
like
hours
8 or
ago.
10 hours ago. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
10 hours ago. So yeah, it's today.
Yeah, we'll be checking that out tonight.
I highly suggest everybody goes over to American Cupcake's channel and watch the latest Belly Bros. It is a fantastic.
Yeah.
It's funny. It is great. And Clearwater Chad shows up and has a little debate with well, kind of everybody eventually.
Yeah, we'll put that one in the chat too. Why not? Let's link everybody up. Why not? All right, here's the last 4K 2K video.
Joey C is promising prosperity to his followers. But is it prosperity or the antithesis? The very thing we have fought since 1947.
We have to go after the high money earners.
Why? Why do we have to go after the high money earners? Why can't we just have a flat tax where everybody pays the same percentage? Would that not be fair?
That's not fair then.
Well,
So we have to have
everybody paying everybody
we have to
paying
have,
same
we have to have a
amount.
redistribution of wealth.
Whoa!
Ooh, that sounds an awful lot like communism.
Yeah, that's not all. Yeah, that's communism, Chad. A redistribution of wealth is communism. This
Well,
is the United
communism
States of America.
Hey,
This
if it
is
worked
not
in the
a communist
USSR,
Liberty and freedom, or communism and bondage? The choice is yours, America.
And actually, a flat tax. Flat tax actually isn't fair, but I'm sure Clearwater Chad has no idea why it isn't.
Like, there's even other ways to make, like, even me, I get, God, there's now an OG communist Nick in the Dabbleverse, so as a joke, but but it's like, so
And where are all the people that are parroting me?
I
I'm
don't know.
getting-
Dude, maybe you're too likable. I don't know.
Oh,
I
that
can't
could be
figure
it.
out- yeah.
I don't have a lot of haters yet, so
Yeah. You need
And
your
what do?
haters.
I kind of sometimes go on and stream snipe Stuttering John and I upload his videos and then I spend way too much time editing his videos into something you could actually watch.
Yeah, you
every
stream
day.
snipe the guy, one of the most hated guys in the Dabbleverse. So the only slack you're gonna get are against from guys like I don't know, fucking Dicka, $2
No.
Dan, maybe give you some shit.
No,
you know?
they actually have all. I've received messages and comments and contacts from many of John's fans thanking me for putting his videos up so they can
That's
actually
right.
watch
That's
them.
right. Yeah, like Clay and everything. Let's see.
Yeah.
I support dissolving the IRS and instituting a national sales tax. And I'm all for fuck this IRS. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. You look at you. You're winning my vote already, puppet. You're winning my vote already.
Oh yeah, the IRS. That's a whole thing. There's no point in it. It should just be like you get a certain tax based on your. I've always found like an income bracket kind of tax better than what we have because basically the bottom 50% don't pay any taxes at all. But I think everybody, if you work and make an income, no matter how little, you should be paying into the system a little bit, even a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not going to get into too much detail.
But yeah, that's
I'm
not.
probably no. I'm going to say
But-
something personal for even. But I will say this: under Trump, the IRS has always left me alone. The only time the IRS has ever even taken a second look at my shit for anything was when Biden was president. So they're looking at people that make shit for money, which is a little, it's like what could someone like me fucking steal? So yeah, the IRS is when Biden got all those extra IRS agents hired and was supposedly going after all the bigwigs, that was not true because I know other
It's
people.
They
that
have
should
more
happen to
IRS
as well.
agents than there
Yeah.
are bigwigs. What the fuck are you talking about?
Right.
Going
Yeah,
after
they're bought off their ass, so they're looking at, it wasn't like a huge thing, but I have I have one job where I'm fucking taxed out, then I got another one where I'm considered a contractor, so I got a 1099 and a W-2. So there was some kind of fucking, I forget, mistake in there. And it was a small thing, but they found it, which is fucking crazy for what I make, So yeah. Fuck
yeah, it should just be. In fact, why do we even have to fill out taxes anyway? They know how much it's like they know how much it should be.
Yep.
But we still have to fill it out.
Right.
And if we make a mistake, they're coming after us. It's like, well, fucker, why is it just not automatic? Or how about this? How about everybody gets a tax rate depending on, sort of like, progressive tax like we have now, depending on your income bracket. And it comes out of your check, whatever income you make on every check. And then that's it.
There's so many better ways. We do everything so complicated in this fucking country. It doesn't matter what it is. Fat Pig.
I support all puppets and fruits, especially the fat pig. Biggest fruit there is. Quite possibly a puppet.
What's up, Mr. Z? Shut the fuck up, Nick. Oh, thank you. What form do you need to fill out for food stamps and I wish I knew. You can believe me or not, Mr. Z. I am in that dead zone where I make too much to qualify for any of that, but not enough to live comfortably. I'm in that shit zone. I've been there most of my life, unfortunately. All right. So let's let me see.
Did you have an idea for? Do we want to watch one of the Joey C things?
Yeah, let me show something with Joey C. Then we'll move on to the Belly Bro stuff because I haven't seen it, so I am interested in watching that.
Oh, it's good. We should definitely work that in. I was going to ask you about it, but then I forgot, and then I was like, oh, he's probably already watched it. And like, no, you haven't.
No, I was doing other shit today, and then I was all proud of myself because I remembered that fucking thing I did with Clearwater Chad fucking 2 years ago, and I was like, oh, maybe we can work that in there. Yeah, I was trying. I noticed this thing's like 2 hours, but I was trying to find when Clearwater Chad.
It's at 39 minutes.
39. There we go. Oh, this isn't even the thing I wanted to bring up. What a dumbass. What a dumbass. What's up, Kim? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Love Kim.
But Chad comes in at 39 minutes.
Okay. Remember that for next. Yeah, I just.
They ask him. Oh, sorry. Yeah, they go to ask him some very, very basic questions, which we've seen before, that he was never able to answer or confused by, and he still is. So I'm saying I don't think Chad's taking this seriously. I think this is just a goof.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Which legitimately makes Joey C not taking it seriously, and it's a goof.
Shut up. Let me ask you, God, something I don't want to get too into because I am kind of uncomfortable with this. Did you see the whole thing about Joey C this week and the court docs and his apartment and everything? Like he just moved. I don't know if you saw it.
Oh yeah, I heard about it. Yeah, okay. He's being sued and now evicted.
Yeah. What? Yeah. He actually, I think he moved out some point end of last week, maybe. Joey, if you usually, no, I'm not being arrogant, but you usually do watch our stuff lately, especially when if we're covering you. We thank you for usually stopping by at some point. So if you do see this part at some point, I suggest being a little less honest with a little less giving out information about what's going on in your life. I'm kind of uncomfortable. I love Pineapple's one of my favorite people in this Dabbleverse, but I'm a little uncomfortable when people start looking at people's real life court documents and stuff like, I'm no Stuttering John fan, but I feel a little uncomfortable with the divorce papers. And I'm not going to lie, I listen to the stuff. I do find it interesting to some extent, but I think it's going a little too far. But unfortunately, Joey, I think you put too much out there, so it makes people want to look for it and easily find it. And it lets them know there's something to look for, So just a little word of advice. That's all.
Yeah, it's kind of like the reason we know all this stuff, Joey, is because you said it.
Yeah, he does something that Stuttering John does too, in that when somebody insults like a family member of theirs, they repeat it a bunch of times. Like that's something I don't understand either. I wouldn't do that. Yeah, I don't get it. But that's usually how I end up finding out, because I usually don't end up seeing the original anything on this shit. But then I'll hear Joey or John repeat something, And now I know it, and that's how a lot of other people probably found out. Moon Crickets, I never went back and checked out your second phone call on the Big Dork the other day. I'll have to check it out. See what you said about me. All right. Yeah, so there's a part right around here where Joey starts talking about, I think it's the guy he does that mob show with. I don't know, Michael Francesi or whatever the guy's name is. But he's gonna read it.
Mike Buschetti.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking of somebody else.
I've been seeing him doing it with Mike Buschetti.
Yeah, I know he does something with Mike Buschetti. Yeah, you know what? I may be mixing up two different things, but it's some kind of text message he gets from I think he's a former mobster who he thinks should run for Senate for reasons, because he said he's a good speaker. But basically, this guy was saying, he was trying to tell Joey, look, it takes like $1 billion to like run for president. Why don't you keep doing this for a while and then put your support behind whatever candidate you think is the best or closest to your values or whatever.
Joey doesn't know anything about any politics or any candidates or who's doing anything.
I know. And Joey's like, I can't do that. I want to do this. I want to go all in. So the guy's like, all right. And anyway, Joey's going to read a text message from the guy, and the guy's going to describe the type of politician he thinks is dangerous and we need to keep out of office. And I don't know, it sounds a little bit like Joey's VP, and I don't know if Joey realizes that. So,
and get all your views and my views in there. I said, no, I can't do that. I'm going to still fight. He says, all right, well, if you could prove to me that you're really going to fight, and I see value in what you're doing, which I'm liking this, what you're doing already, but I don't think it's enough. If you start buckling down and prove to me.
Okay, yeah, he's talking about, this is what the guy is saying to him. Like, look, if you can buckle down and prove to me, then whatever, I'll back you or something.
I'll help you get California. I know a lot of powerful people. I do. I know every baseball owner there is. I know them on a first name basis. I know a lot of powerful rich people that do believe in me. You don't have to believe in me.
How about don't do a 1 hour stream that's muted with your producer or whoever playing other speeches and music? Just
and
because.
And
how
I love
about
you,
this?
Joey. But I don't think you know every MLB owner by first name. It's like,
no, not
way.
anymore.
Yeah, not anymore. Right.
But once again, I'm going to say this once because I've said it a million times already. Videos, Joey. Videos.
Yeah.
All this could be avoided if you just made a video and edited it and make yourself sound better.
And I even thought of this. If Joey wants to, he says something during the stream where he's like, I'm getting better. I'm going to keep getting better at this. And I got to get better at speaking or whatever. Do it like a comic does, Joey. Go on. I bet you there are a million fucking political shows like the size of ours in the YouTube, right? Like, just find them, go on them, practice. Like, I'm sure you'd be like, hey, I'm running for president. Here's my documents. They'd love to have you on, Joey. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then if you want it, then you can practice where it's just like small groups of 5, 10, 20 people are seeing it. And then you get your practice in or do videos. And again, you took the advice somewhat earlier, but you gotta stop with the Dabbleverse. If this is truly something you want to try and do, Joey, you gotta stop with the Dabbleverse shit. Like, every political video starts off politically, and then 2/3 of it is Dabbleverse.
That's the other reason why I'm like, he's not serious about it, and he gets distracted by the chats and stuff like that. It's like,
yeah,
and he streams it to both his channels. And I'm just like, oh god, he's like, he's not. This is I don't think it's a goof, but it's kind of like it's kind of like your 8-9-year-old kid deciding to run for president. They're doing the things that they think that they see that other people do. They're not taking any sort of professional information or getting any sort of professional guidance on it.
It's crazy like that because Joey, because he's his record, he can't run for certain offices. Like if he was trying to run for fucking mayor or something like that, you know what I mean? It's still a long shot, but a lot closer shot. You know what I mean? Like different cities hire fucking randos for mayor all the time, you know, so something like that. But obviously this is the longest long shot of long shots. And when you're talking Dabbleverse for 75% of it, it's tough to, like, he verbally expresses like passionately, like he's taking it seriously, but there's a lot of parts that just don't add up that way. So I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. It's like when your kid decides to do something like play radio or something, you know, they just mimic what they see. They don't know anything about anything. They're just mimicking what they see or hear or whatever, and they think that's the way you do it.
Yeah. I mean, now I'm not trying to nitpick, but he mispronounced Gavin Newsom's name. He couldn't think of Mitch McConnell's name. And these are politicians that everybody knows, you know, like people that aren't into politics know these people. So he's got to do
fucking Clearwater Chad was he on Belly Bros. They ask him how he feels about the Second Amendment, and Chad's like, "Is that the gun one?" It's like, yeah, and you've been asked that question before, and he had the same answer. Is that the gun one?
Oh, so yeah, he's doing a bit.
Yeah.
American Cupcake. No, Joey feels all presidents get their speeches right before they give them when they go on stage. That's why he will not practice his speeches. When he gives a speech, that's the first time he's reading. Yeah, interesting. The other thing is Joey was, I've heard, and in theory this could work, but times have changed. Joey brings up how we've had presidents that weren't really educated. He keeps bringing up Lincoln and stuff.
Oh my
like
God, that
Yeah.
part was so fucking funny. It's like, hey, these guys were losers. Why not? Why not vote for me? I'm a loser too. I'm just
It's
like,
not the 1800s anymore. And have you ever heard Lincoln's speeches? He uses words I don't know. You know what I mean? It's not the same. Lincoln doesn't sound like an uneducated dropout by any means. And it was the 1800s. It was a different time, you know, as Stuttering John would say. So, yeah.
Yeah, not every single constituent has had access to your entire history like we do today.
Oh, man. All right. I'll get off my screen. What's up, Oscar? Good to see you. All right. I think Joey's about to read the text from this friend Chase.
I believe in myself. That's the first and foremost thing. I believe in myself because I'm the one out here doing it. Kid around, do what you guys want. I don't care. It's irrelevant to me. My friend Michael texted me the other night, and I don't think he'll mind me reading this. And I'll be very transparent what he said. He says, Joey, we do not disagree with respect to our position regarding the state of our government. I'm with you. I have been asked to run for both federal and state office by other politicians and people of influence both here, California, and Nevada. I'm not interested because I know I can't win. He said he knows he can't win. And I stopped him right there. I said, Michael, are you kidding me?
Play anytime, anywhere. I already stopped him in a text.
Stops him right in the text.
I stopped him right there in the text. I called him up. I said, hold on. Stop right there. I'm going to text you.
You're the perfect to be a senator.
Brave
you win hands
browser.
down. The way you give public speeches.
I know.
And how you are? No, you're wrong. But I know he's in his 70s and he don't want to do that to his family. He would win. He don't believe he can. That's what he said. He says, I would rather support a candidate who stands for my values and who is a real shot at winning. I'm not saying I'm not saying that you can't win, but the chances are very, very slim. And these are not the times of Lincoln, President Lincoln. It takes $1 billion or more to run this presidency. And it's a hell of a lot of maneuver on top of it. We must win in 28. We cannot let these radical, progressive back in control. They will destroy us. He's right. If we let this go, they're going to destroy this country.
Cannot let the radical progressives back in office or they will destroy us. Now, we won't get into this because it's not important for this topic, but we've talked about this before. I don't think we've ever had a radical progressive in office. I think we've had corporatists who pretend to be, leftists or whatever. But
oh yeah, the people in office, they pretend to be sort of radical progressives, but they're really in the corporate pockets. I take it back. There's a few in the House that are
there's
really
more in the House than anywhere else.
progressives, but in the Senate, no, and any other things.
Right.
No.
I just mean like that control. Like it's not even the radical progressives. They didn't really have control. Their own party fucking shits on them. But
they kind of sit over in the corner away from everybody.
Yeah, like the time Pelosi scolded AOC and then she changed her vote to present instead of whatever it was.
Exactly.
But I would argue that someone who wants redistribution of wealth. I've heard Chad, I can't remember where I heard him say this, but I think it might have been on Kevin Brennan's show. But I heard him say that he thinks there should be a cap of $250,000. Like nobody.
He said that on Belly Bros.
Okay, did I say it? Okay, yeah.
No one should. Also, if you own a decent home, you're now wealthy, and you can't.
So I mean, $250,000. I don't even think there should be a cap on how much someone can earn. Now, you may call this crazy. I think those like progressive those taxes when if you make more than $100 million a year, anything over $100 million, you tax it 70%, whatever. You know what I mean? But no one should make more than 250. Who doesn't want to? What do you think? LeBron James is going to pay for 250 grand? Like none of this makes any sense. That's fucking is radical. There's nobody in the House, the Senate, or whatever that thinks nobody should earn more than $250,000. So you can make the argument that some of Chad's views are as radically progressive than any. They're way more radical than mine. And Joey said he agrees. So that's why there's this disconnect here. I don't know if Joey's listening to what Chad's saying.
No, I don't think he is. I don't think he's paying attention to what's going on with Chad. I think what it is like people in the Dabbleverse are saying, you need to really rein Chad in. And he's like, oh, fuck, you guys don't know what you're talking about. He's just like, I can't do it. All my voices end up almost like John. It's like, he probably I would imagine he just blows it off, just like, they're just fucking with me. Like, no, you got to go keep an eye on your VP, man. I mean, actually keep an eye on politics in general.
Right. That's something like he's got, like, I'm not going to lie. Lately, I've been listening to less. My wife fills me in. Yeah. My wife's obsessed, so she fills me in all the time. So there's not, if I find something interesting, I'm starting to look into it. But everything is Iran, Israel, and not that that's not important, but it's like, it's not my thing. It's like,
and I think our little discussion about it at the beginning of the show, I think, is about as far as our discussion will go on it.
Yeah, pretty much. As big of an issue as it is, we're more domestic guys in the domestic issues, both of us. So
well, I'm not necessarily. I'm not necessarily more into domestic
definitely
issues.
I am. I'll speak for myself, but yeah.
It's more or less that we're attacking Iran again.
Yeah.
So what?
Well,
as I said, my entire life, I can't. There's legitimately, I bet if we looked, not a single president since Reagan has not bombed Iran at some point. Like,
I wouldn't say like so what, but yeah, I know what you're saying. We're always in the Middle East.
What I mean is
poking around. I know what you're saying. Yeah.
I mean, 20 years ago, I was like, "Holy shit, we're bombing Iran." Now it's like again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So American Cupcake, Joey has no idea what any of that means. So do you think he just heard when he read it? He's just hearing, corrupt, radical, and just thinking government in general. He's not even really paying attention to what this guy is saying. Could be. I don't know.
Well, maybe if he didn't interrupt the guy's text to tell him to believe in himself.
And part of me feels bad because I do love Joey's passion for all of this. And I actually, when he talks about how corrupt both parties are in the government, I agree with that 100%. I agree with some stuff Joey says, and I love the thought of an everyman running for president or whatever. But got to rein this in a little tighter,
Oh, yeah, that's exactly it. I don't fundamentally disagree with with anything that Joey C really says when it comes to, running for president and the stuff that he would like to focus on if he were in charge. I don't fundamentally disagree with any of that.
Yeah, I've only disagreed with a couple things, but yeah.
But it's that he doesn't know anything about politics. He doesn't know anything about other politicians. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He live streams it to his regular channel and then this channel. So what if somebody is like, oh, I want to check out this Joey C guy, this politician, Joseph Catalano, and they go watch a live stream from his Joey C channel. They're like, oh, what else is on here? Oh, what the fuck is this? What are we doing? Although this guy's a fucking psychopath. Hell no. After watching a couple of his videos.
During this stream, he mentions he thinks that the Iran thing's over because, whatever, Trump or somebody's like, oh yeah, it's rap. It's so he doesn't know enough that no, that's bullshit, blah, blah, blah. Even the Iran thing is where I disagree with him. And he's like, this guy hates America, so I nuke him too. I'm like, well, Joey, you can think that, but if you know the history of it, it doesn't, the leader's gone, it's over. That's not how this works. It's just you radicalize more. The fucking person's son or somebody always comes up next, and blah, blah, blah. It's not the end of it. It's not that simple as he thinks it is. And that's why he's got to learn more about this shit if this is what he truly wants to do here.
Either that or don't talk about it. If somebody says, what do you think about Iran? You just say, I haven't really looked into it enough. I'm more, like you.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm more interested in domestic issues.
Yeah.
We'll look into what's going on in Iran and maybe, talk about it later. Push down the road until people forget.
Yeah, he seems to have certain issues he's definitely passionate about. And, the prison thing, the veterans thing, I think the disabled act and stuff like that. Things that have touched his life or whatever, which makes sense, and I think he needs to focus more on some economic and health, stuff like that if he's going to take it more seriously. But, the issues aren't bad or whatever. There is passion issues. Yeah, Mr. Z, my wife is up and down and she's obsessed right now. I thought I was going to be stuck going to No Kings Rally number 3 yesterday. That's
did you go?
Told. No, thank God. It was fucking freezing up here. And that's the only reason she changed her mind. It was
it was really nice down here.
Was it? Yeah, it was. Right, today was much warmer. Today was in the 50s, but yesterday was right around freezing. And I'm not saying it wasn't 20 degrees or 10 degrees or anything, but it had been nice, and then all of a sudden it was going to be 30 degrees. So I was like,
Oh yeah, and I also want to say I also haven't really been paying much attention to the news either, and I also have a family member that's informing me on what's going on in Iran. It's the same thing. I'm just I mean, cool. I don't really care. Every now and again, I'll look over and I see, oh, we bombed another thing. Okay.
It's funny. I have to correct. She gets a little too hyped up sometimes. She's like, they raised the they raised the draft age up to 42. I'm like, no, you mean the enlistment age? There's no draft going on. What do you?
Be the draft here?
What they ended up doing is the army, there was, I think you couldn't enlist if you were older than 35, and now it's 42 or 40 something. They raised the maximum age you can be to enlist, but she told me draft. I'm like, no, they're not drafting anybody. You mean enlist, to volunteer,
Yeah.
So yeah, I even have to double check with her sometimes, but yeah, you'd get a kick out of it, Mr. Z. I married an activist too, so, but we like certain things, but we also have our differences. I am not into these No Kings rallies. I went to the first one, and then I've said this before, but it's I like going to protest for certain issues, not Trump bad. That's not an issue. Yeah, I hate Trump, but I'm not going to protest one person in general, and it's not specific enough for me at all.
You can't make a plan of action on Trump bad.
Right.
There's nothing actionable on that.
And you end up I would rather protest with like I said, I'm more domestic things, more economic. So like I would rather be shoulder to shoulder with a more like a conservative working class person. Like Trump bad, I'm shoulder to shoulder with like a Gavin Newsom, Nancy Pelosi type. No fucking thanks. I fuck those people. I don't want to protest with them. We don't believe in the same shit. Fuck that. So yeah. All right. Yeah, that's about I've kind of talked about the shit I want to talk about with Joey in this video. I don't need to watch most of it. So let's check out Belly Bros. Let's see what I missed today.
Absolutely, it's fantastic. Once again, American Cupcake, 2K, 4K, Kahuna's there, Dylan from somewhere, and Clearwater Chad.
Nice.
They were asking Chad to come on for a while because Chad was in the chat, and then this is when he finally jumps on.
Gotcha. So this isn't. I'm not gonna play this. I just want to like. If you're here, Cupcake, I was talking about this earlier.
Oh.
I'm not going to play this. I just want to like put the link up. This was before I'd ever live streamed anything. Look, I'm even in a different room. Clearwater Chad and I did a political thing where he was pretending to be John, but if you watch it, he answers the questions as himself. He totally falls out of character. So I'm just going to put this in the chat if any of you guys want to check it out at some point. We may cover it at some other time. It might be interesting to compare like certain things he said here to maybe what he said on your show. See like if he had any differences, because like I said, he just kept falling out of character. I would ask him political questions and he's supposed to answer as Stuttering John, but he would answer as Clearwater Chad or
maybe next week we'll go over this.
Yeah.
How long is it?
It's just like half hour. It's 34 minutes. Yeah, so it's something we could easily do in a show. It'd be
that's about an hour for us.
Yeah, it's not too bad. All right. So let's check out some Belly Bros. What happened?
There's rumors that you're a Fed, Nick. Are you a Fed?
I'm a Fed. Fuck that. I ain't no bootlicker. I hate those fucks. Hopefully they're not watching.
Yeah, Nick glows in the dark.
All right, was it like 38 minutes you said?
39, yeah. 30, almost 39 on the dot.
All right, we'll just put it right here.
The money.
We have someone backstage.
We do.
All vibes, you troublemaker.
Why are we not playing his music?
We have music. Why are they screen so schmutzy?
I gotta give it to you. You showed up.
VP James Sardina. Welcome. How are you?
Do you think that that's actually Chad's real name?
Yeah, only because Joey gave me a bunch of stuff to look him up.
Okay, because I was even thinking today, you know what I bet James, because James Sardina does kind of sound made up.
Yeah, and you know what? To be fair, I didn't really look into the shit Joey gave me, but I just assumed since he gave it to me that it was legit. I think he gave me his Facebook and a couple other things when the last time we had him on. So I assume, unless he's going all out on this hoax and has like multiple fake names, I guess it's possible. I have to retract.
He has this lawyer character that has a different name as well.
Yeah, you're right. I do have to retract. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not interested in who he really is. Like, so I didn't really look into it.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I wasn't either until we were going to talk about him today. So I decided to watch a bunch of his. He mostly does shorts that are very commie.
Yeah.
very communist friendly shorts and stuff like that. It was like, and then goes and vote Joey C, Joe Catalano and Sardina, and I'm like, okay, that is his real name.
His name, yeah.
It's like anybody's watching this is not going to vote for you, dude, unless they actually belong to the Communist Party of the United States. But unless they're actually communists, nobody's voting for it.
I still can't believe giving out your real name in this thing just to do a bit with Joey. I mean, hats off to you there, Clearwater Chad. You're going all in. American Cupcake, I should probably say this is what's going on in the Dabbleverse. Please don't strike us. Please don't strike me for playing your show. No.
Go ahead and strike them. I can get it removed. I know how to do that now.
With the hair combed with a frying pan.
You guys are laughing now, but you will not be laughing in 2028 when I am the vice president.
Yeah, we'll
Better
be
get
crying.
Joey caught up. He's running in 2022. You guys gotta get on the same page.
That was
Well,
pretty
those are
good.
just some- We're gonna be there, so
Oh, there we go.
a lot of people are laughing and joking now, but like I said, they won't be laughing in 2028. We're gonna need everyone's help to craft some of these new laws and to form a new America.
Oh, wait, it's me and Chad? Oh, fantastic.
The
Howdy,
VPs.
Touque.
Here we go.
Hi, Chad.
Yep.
Welcome
Yeah,
to the
good see
arena.
you. I'm a big fan of yours.
Oh, thank you. I same. We've been on several shows together, Chad. So
Yeah.
yes, yeah, I can hear you. You guys. Yeah. So as you know,
Young old vibes causing trouble.
My running mate Forke and I have thrown our hat into the ring.
If you watched the
We feel
interview
like-
with Cupcake,
particularly
Cupcake does
Forke
not
feels
like
this,
illegals
the Dabbleverse has been helping.
at all.
As I said, Cupcake's coming up to my neck of the woods later this week, so I don't. Maybe he's dumping
Check
them
the
off.
back.
Yeah, he's dumping them up here in Libby, Massachusetts. That's a progressive.
Try to
mass.
slide,
That's
maybe
what he's doing.
try to slide your phone in underneath the back of the back of the truck a little bit just to see.
He's like, yeah, sanctuary city, this motherfucker. Take these fuckers.
Hostage too long by this campaign, and it needs to come to a conclusion one way or the other. And well, you're obviously a part of that campaign, and I feel like Joey his focus is split. Chad, it's split between changing residences every 3 weeks. It's split between fighting with people and threatening to murder certain British people, expatriates even, if they do come to live here. And we feel like like a president needs to focus on America and only America. What say you?
Well, I think there are challenges ahead, and Joey C has a lot of challenges because he's been unfairly attacked. He's been unfairly drugged by the government and thrown in jail when he was innocent. So there's many.
Okay. Starting off with a crazy drugged by the government.
I don't believe he was drugged by the government.
I don't even think Joey's ever. If he has, I haven't even heard this story, and I feel like I've heard most of Joey's stories. I think Joey drugged himself. He'll admit that. He was.
Yeah, he was. I think he was thrown in jail because of drugs.
Yeah, he's like me. He used to drug himself. Like, I got to take responsibility for that, Mr. Sardina. Jesus.
Many challenges that we're going to have to overcome some of these obstacles.
Now, so you always say that these challenges might be affecting Joey mentally, which is to say he would be mentally challenged.
See, with all due respect,
Yes.
you're putting words in my mouth and the president's words. It's just that everyone's jealous of Joey because of his success, and that he has all great ideas about veterans. The act to help the people that the Prison Reform Act is a good act, and we got to stand by it and make sure that happens.
It's not an act; it's an idea.
Now, clearly, a lot of people have some issues with your economic plan. The idea of redistribution of wealth. Good, I got me. There you go. I started that time. Redistribution of wealth.
I just realized I've heard Clearwater Chad's economic plans, but I haven't heard Joey C's economic plans yet. The
That's a
actual
good point.
president. Yeah.
Joey, when you watch this, maybe you might want to have a talk with your VP and distance yourself from him if you're actually serious, because until that happens, I don't think you're taking this seriously.
Yeah, Joey.
And,
oh, go on. Sorry. Keep cutting off.
and then after that, clearly define that you're not into redistribution of wealth.
Yeah, I'm the progressive in this, the crazy lefty in this, Joey, and even his idea is a little way too far for me, to be honest with you. Look, I'll even make the argument we currently have some you can even make the argument, you can frame it that we have some redistribution of wealth going on when you go back and look how much workers used to make compared to productivity. They like to start back in like 77, 78 up till now, and you'll see the big disparity, how workers kept producing more and more and more and taking home less percentage. So you can frame it that we're just redistribute. I can talk. Fuck Joey, this is contagious.
Don't worry, got 2K as well.
Jesus, the redistribution of wealth is already happening towards not tax wise or whatever, or taking and giving. It's just they're taking home a bigger slice of the pie when it comes to production or whatever. But flat out saying, I just want to take money from the rich, You can't make more than 250K, and then we'll give it to. Was everyone going to make 250K?
It's not even that. No, Nick, it's not even that. He said you can't have more than 250K in assets.
Assets? That's okay. So it's a bit, dude, because people's houses are worth more than that.
That's what I'm saying. It's like if you have like a sort of halfway kind of decent house, you're more than 250K in assets.
Dude, especially depending where you, and that's something depending where you live. Like, I mean, up here in the Northeast, houses are $250,000 is a shitty house.
Oh yeah. Back west, out in California, $250,000 is a shed. Like you can't even get. I think $250,000 is literally you could get a shed size house on enough property to maybe park a car on. I've seen them because I was looking for them, and those run about 250, 300K. But then you also have, like, I think it was something like $6,000 or $7,000 a month for land lease as well.
That's crazy. I never, I didn't listen to his specifics. I assumed he meant like you couldn't make more than 250 grand in a fucking.
No, he says assets here,
assets,
and I think a Cupcake or 2K. Somebody points out, I was like, that's not even that's in most of America. That's a half decent house, a kind of okay house.
And that's just a house, right? That's not fucking savings. Right. That's not fucking anything else. You know what I mean?
I mean, on the coast, that's a shed.
Yeah, right.
On coast, you can't even buy an RV for that much.
Yeah, Granny's probably no. Never mind. I don't want to put. I was going to make a joke, but I like Granny.
And perhaps taking away from our greatest earners, the people who provide a lot of the jobs in this country, for the people who maybe aren't the biggest earners. Are you scared
that potentially
might chase some rich people like Sweden and stuff?
I think it's the rich.
Before I forget, sorry, I don't know if it's going to happen, but Joey mentioned to me 2 weeks ago that he'd like to next time he comes on, he wants to talk about ICE. I don't know if that's still going to be the case, but. Jacob, if you're available, that I got nothing set in stone yet, but we'd like to have you come back on for that too. You're
that'd be fantastic. Yeah, Jacob and Joey talk about ICE.
Yeah, be interesting.
People are going to be in
prison. You and Joey be against ICE, and me and Jacob would be for it.
So, you know what I mean? And yeah, we're going to be building some more prisons, and it's not going to be fancy dancy prisons. You know what I mean? So, and you should be on board with that because the rich people belong in jail. So we're going to build the middle class, take from the rich people, and that's going to be case closed.
All right, so.
Well, they're not. We're going to be taking away their right to vote.
This is what I'm saying. He's not serious. This is not. He's not taking this seriously. He's fucking. I was just looking through his shorts of all his campaign stuff. And it's all he wants to take away specific people's rights, like literally saying we need to take away this person's civil rights or those person's civil rights because they're talking bad about Joey.
So this isn't even a debate. Like Joey, I love you, but he's not taking it seriously. He's doing a bit, taking away people's rights. Nobody can have more than $250,000 worth of fucking wealth in the fucking country. It's insanity. It's insane. And Young Levi's, you blame me for everything. You can't blame me for Joey. I get you. You blame me for Ava. You don't like Ava. You blame me for Joey running for president. I get blamed.
No, listen. I still support Joey's run for president. I don't think he's doing it right. He needs to fucking buckle down and not really take it seriously. He needs to kick all these down. Like I guess Mommy's his fucking.
Are you serious?
Wants to make secretary of fucking. What was it, Secretary of Communication or whatever, or the press secretary? He wanted to make Mommy his.
Is she pregnant? Am I
dude?
crazy?
I don't know, man. I think she said she missed her period.
So, dude, like this is off topic, but back when I was doing the Jake stuff, right? She went through a little phase where she was on Jake's shit like every day, and now she's going on all the other shows instead. But she mentioned that she had some frozen embryos, she had one left, blah, blah, blah. So if she is pregnant, it's artificial.
No, she's fucking Vince.
But she's also like she's like my age, dude. I think
Yeah.
she's like mid to late 40s at this point. Like,
Yeah,
this
she's
is
somewhere in there. I mean,
dangerous shit.
don't get me wrong. She looks good for her age. I mean, I
No,
wouldn't.
yeah, I'm just saying.
I wouldn't
yeah.
throw that out of bed for sure.
You know what sucks? Because of fucking the Dabbleverse, I'm like, is this AI? Is this real? I don't fucking know what's real in this fucking stupid universe anymore.
She was on a show the other day. I saw a clip of it where she said, "Yeah, she's fucking Vince. Vince is divorced, and her period is late."
Like,
oh no, she was on with Adam Henniker and what's his name? Brian. Is it Brian? No. Mike. What's his name? They were on John's show that one time. The blind guy. The other blind Mike. Mike something, I forget. It doesn't matter.
Gotcha. Yeah.
She was on a show and she said, those things.
She's way too into the Dabbleverse. Like,
yes, she is. She lost her family over it.
Dude, Jesus Christ.
Well, yeah, there's some stuff where we can't really talk about, but we're doing some back channels and
now a lot of rich people own businesses and companies, and I guess they employ people and they provide valuable, like important things like car manufacturers and electric power companies. So what happens when those people are no longer there to run and own those companies?
Well, the state takes over.
So communism.
You're the federal government. You can't implement state law here. Like, what's he? The federal? You can say the federal government takes over, but you can't say the state takes over. What's he doing? He has to know that. I mean, it's also insanity, but
Chad, he fucking he thinks that the government should be able to, in order to keep people from getting wealthy, the government needs to take over the means of production.
This is 100% communism. That's what communism is.
That's specifically communism.
Yes. God.
Well, Jake,
we're back to communism again.
You keep using that word, but we're not using it.
Oh, I know, but it's like that.
Brother, it worked in the USSR.
Yeah,
everyone.
Clearly.
Everyone had a place to stay.
Yeah.
Everyone had a house. Everyone had free education, free health care.
And a lot of people had prison. A lot of people
Only
were
the
over by
people that
tanks.
spoke out. Only the people that spoke out. But they had a
see what I mean?
So no First Amendment, right? No freedom of speech now. You can't.
No, absolutely not. Not under Chad's United States. Not communism, and it worked well for Russia.
Like, look, I even have some, like, when it comes to healthcare and stuff like that. I even lean more socialistic, but this is insanity. The shit he's talking about here, Chad. Yeah, it's 100% bit. He's not dumb, so he knows exactly what he's doing right here. This is fucking crazy.
No, Jacob Waters. His name is clear. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll put it out. It's an anti-Scientology. He was into the whole anti-Scientology thing. He was never a Scientologist, but he was in the anti-Scientology thing. And there was this guy. What was it? His name was like something Jake or something. There's another town in Florida. So one of Chad's friends said, "Oh, you should go by Clearwater Chad," as a goof on this other guy, because he was just always goofing on this guy. His name was like something Tony. And that's where it comes from. He's actually in Buffalo, New York.
Yeah. So L. Ron Hubbard, you're not far off there. So you got some connection there, but because there is a Scientology connection, but he's not out in Florida. I think Joey C. Jacob, right? Like, I know you're like, some people. I know you're not Dabbleverse, but you know Granny, 2K, all that shit. So yeah, this is Joey's running for president, and this is his VP pick right here. Doing a bit. Joey claims they're serious and they're running for president, but he's doing a completely fucking communist fucking bit as vice president.
Middle class. No one was unemployed. It was illegal to be
no, they had one class and it was all lower. Everyone was equal. Everyone's lifestyle. Have you been to Russia? Have you been, Chad? Have you ever been to a strip club in the United States?
I think I was in one in Canada.
Okay. Did you notice a lot of Russian women in the?
This was like 30 years ago, so I
Okay.
didn't. You know,
Well, if you go to any strip
Bullshit, dude. 30 years ago? What were you, fucking 16? What are you talking about, Chad? Get your stories right.
club, not that I know.
Oh, maybe.
Anyway, anywhere in a major city, I would say a quarter to 50% of the women in there are Eastern European. Do you know why?
No.
They're like, fuck. You need to get the fuck away at that place. Like, get me the fuck out. I can make money in America. Like,
Yeah, you ever heard of a mail order bride? I'm pretty sure a lot of them come from like a lot of these communist
They're all
countries.
Eastern European,
Yeah.
Russia, Ukraine,
Yeah.
all Eastern European, Czechoslovakia, and all that sort of stuff.
Well, there was a Russian prostitute when I went to visit Ray DeVito in New York City that night.
fantastic.
That's a joke.
Yeah, there's not a lot of prosperity there. The thing is, when everyone's equal, Chad, and everyone gets the same handful of food, there's no reason to work harder. There's no reason. There's nothing to strive for. There's nothing to like. There's no up. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but we're going to be crafting some stuff a little differently and adding just 10% of capitalism to the mix. So if you want
China.
some extra,
A capitalism communism mix.
Well, China.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, so slave labor. We're gonna have some slave labor. We're gonna.
Oh
have,
yeah, well,
yeah.
I mean, we're going to have some slave labor.
Yeah.
I mean, how are these, all the higher ups in the government going to be able to eat? If you don't have some slave labor.
You're making me sound like Mr. The guy that gets joked on all the time. That's the communist. Like, Eckel, if you watch this later, don't take down all your Nix a communist drops. Fuck this. This is the communist right here, not me. Not me. It's because I want healthcare and shit. I don't want the government to own them and run the means of production. No fucking thank you. And I hope to make more than $250,000 one day. I'm not looking to cap that shit.
You hope to be worth more than $250,000 at some point in your life.
I'm hoping at some point in my life I can fucking get there. Jesus.
you could work harder and then you could have it extra.
Now, okay, we watched a clip earlier where Cupcake suggested a flat tax. Now, in a flat tax, a person who makes $200,000, let's say they paid, for argument's sake, it was 10%, would pay $2,000. Would be like $2,000, right? Is that right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, 20,000. Sorry, 20,000. Thank you, $20,000. And a person who made like $50,000 would pay like $5,000.
Right.
Right. So would that be unfair? Because you're not paying the same amount of money. You're just paying proportional to what you make.
Right. I'm not against the flat tax. I think we should do what Canada did with healthcare and expand from there, expand to other programs.
Yeah. Mm. Forke, you want to take it for this? Somebody get some thoughts. You want to jump up here? I'll come down.
Just for a second.
Okay. Yeah, I'll shut up. I'll let you guys talk.
If you against one, I'll take you both on, brother.
Tag team.
Sexy. You know what puppet you're talking to, right?
I'll take it back. Now, there's a reason that people in Canada come over here for health care. It's because they have to wait months and months, sometimes years, for an appointment and die before they ever see a doctor. Okay, I'm done.
And suggested suicide. Don't forget that. Well, we could build you.
As you say, there's always made.
Or we could kill you.
Yeah. Oh, God, I don't want to nitpick. I think that's greatly exaggerated. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but I think that's greatly. I am for universal health care. I'm not saying we do what Canada does, but
I'm sure it's exaggerated, but I am not for universal health care, as you know. But I'm sure it's exaggerated. However, still funny. Well, maybe not for the people who, go in for PTSD or something. They offer them MAID, which does happen with vets there.
Well, Joey's big into saving the vets, so he's going to have to get rid of that. But I mean, even if this goes like both ways, because then you got people that die here if they don't have health care or they get denied certain things. So it's 6 of one, half dozen of the other. So I think you can have that argument. So this is something I'm not entirely opposed to, but I'm not going to pretend that I know all the intricacies of the Canadian fucking healthcare system. I still think our best bet is Medicare for all, since we already have Medicare here. Still not going to be easy, but something we can like work with. Just going strictly just to cannabis shit, again, little less feasible. Like if you're gonna do it, at least. Why am I trying to have an argument with a guy doing a bit? I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know why I'm wasting my fucking stuff.
I would like to chime in on that one real quick. Just saying
Absolutely.
that I think that just deregulating getting rid of the ACA and deregulating the insurance companies would go a long way, especially if because we're popular just to have like catastrophic coverage insurance for your healthcare, and you mostly pay out of pocket, same way like you do with your car insurance. For like little things you pay out of pocket, and all of a sudden all becomes affordable.
Do you think Stuttering John has health? I'm getting a little off base here. He keeps saying $50,000. Well, I only got to pay $1,000, but $50,000. Like, do you think he has health insurance, or do you think he doesn't? And he's
I
flipping out.
think he doesn't.
Me too.
Or he's on Medicare or Medicaid. I forget which one is which. Yeah, I don't know, because I don't know what he's got, because if he had decent insurance, especially if he's not. We all know he's not part of SAG anymore. He can't.
Yeah.
He can't be. It's like if he had any kind of decent insurance, like I have some pretty decent insurance, and it's high deductible too. And I don't think it would cost. I don't think I'd pay $1,000 for a broken wrist. I don't think my part would be $1,000. Even if it was, it's like that's not a big deal.
Well, I just find it weird the way he words like 50. Like I never quote what the fucking it cost my insurance company. I always look at what it costs me. Like
right, because what it costs the insurance company is however much the hospital thinks they can get away with charging the insurance company. That's all that is.
That's what makes
that number
me
means
think
nothing. Yeah.
Like every so often I'll get like a little nosy and be like, holy shit, this would have cost blah blah blah. But he just comes straight out. Right.
If he would have paid cash, it would have been like probably less than a third.
Yeah, exactly. Like you said, they're trying to get away with whatever they can. But yeah, the fact he keeps stressing this fucking full amount when that's not what it's even close to costing him, it's like I don't know. He either has really bad insurance or no insurance at all, is what I'm guessing.
Well, and also, he's a headline reader, and has to go with the narrative on the left, that as he sees it, as he thinks it is. And there's been a lot of that on X. There's always a lot of that on X where people are like, "Does like $1 million that they charged me?" And it's like, well, no, they charged your insurance company. How much you pay? Like 50. It's like, yeah, okay. That's probably what it actually cost.
Right.
You decide. It's one of the two.
Well, I mean, we might have to make some slight adjustments to the policy,
Yeah.
but anything Canada does, we could do 10% better.
Yeah, agree, Jacob.
Yeah.
I agree.
Now, Chad, this is
You got all European countries too that have free education, free healthcare, and low cost shelter, and we're going to be taking those programs, tweaking them, and making it the best America in 2028.
So we're going to have the best homeless shelters possible.
No, everyone's going to have an apartment.
Okay.
I.e. best homeless shelters possible.
Now, again, let's say we gulag all the rich people, the government run. Now, I don't know if you've been you've been around the country. I'm sure you're a well-traveled man. Most things run by the government are complete and total shit. It's almost always a shit show every time. So I don't know if I want Ford and GM run by the government, because God only knows what we'll be driving within 3 years.
Well, the government ran the Yugo plant, and that ran good. If it
Yes,
wasn't for
you can tell from all the Yugos that we still see on the road today.
Well, it's just because they dissolved Yugoslavia. If not, we'd all be driving Yugos right now.
Yugos were like shoes with wheels on them.
Yeah, but they were affordable, basic transportation.
Right,
They did the job.
But they also fell apart in like 8 seconds. They were doing the Yugo became like a punchline of a joke.
I know, but we're going to be fixing. If we gave them the time to fix the quality control, that's all they did.
I had a Yugoslavian friend when I was kid, and I was like, "Oh, what car did you guys make up? Oh yeah, we made the Yugo." I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm from Italy. We had the Ferrari, the Maserati." Lamborghini. Go fuck yourself. Yugoslavia doesn't exist anymore. That's how bad the car was. Yugoslavia doesn't even exist anymore.
Yugoslavia
just one
dissolved
example.
because of
This
that
is-
car. It was so
What?
bad.
God, I'm gonna embarrass myself. I always forget one of my kids had to tell me years ago, like they're like, what the fuck's Yugoslavia? I'm like, what do you mean? that it fucking didn't exist anymore. I'm
Yeah,
so
not for
old.
a long time.
I remember East Germany and West Germany when I was in fucking
Yeah,
grade
same.
school. Yeah. I told a coworker who was like in his 30s, he's like, what? I'm like, yeah. It was fucking two Germanys, motherfucker.
one example, but
Hang on, move it. Is that any better?
Oh, I mean, yeah. This is,
Okay,
as I
yeah,
said,
that's
that's
a
why
wire,
I told Nick that we got to watch this because it is just absolutely fan-fucking-tastic. And would you agree so far, Nick?
Yeah, but yes, it's awesome. But the one thing I can say is like there's no debate anymore that this is a bit, right? I think we all agree. Like, how can Joey argue that Chad's taking this seriously? There's just he's like smirking through this shit too with the Yugo and the fucking. He's taking it as a joke, which is fine, but I think Joey has to acknowledge that at this point or get a new VP. You know, if he's
Or just don't worry about a VP now. How about just worry about running for a president and worry about a VP when you get more like actual contacts and not people in the Dabbleverse?
Yeah, Joey, that's a fantastic point. If you literally are gonna make it to the point where you got to start looking at cabinet members, you're not gonna be looking in the Dabbleverse, or you shouldn't be looking in the fucking Dabbleverse. You know, like that's fucking crazy to be looking like you. No offense, but you're not gonna know what you're doing. You got to get people that know what the fuck they're doing. Like I'm not even knocking. Like the same thing with Trump. He's got to get some government people in there that know or campaign people that know what the fuck they're doing. You can't just get a Clearwater Chad, a FKA Mammy, a fucking, a fucking.
Well, 2K.
Yeah, 2K
was
is
actually
supposed to be speak.
was supposed to be
think.
part of Joey's
Yeah.
cabinet. Now he's running for VP.
Yeah, now he's
Public
going
power.
against him. I think Cupcake, were you involved? And Cupcake's a smart man. He was a fucking teacher. I'm just saying, you got to that'd be actually one of your better picks, to be honest with you. But you can't just be getting people you met on the fucking internet in your fucking cabinet in this.
Actually, when he said, yeah, Cupcake was going to be his manager, I was like, oh, things might actually start happening. And then we never heard about that ever again.
Yeah, right. I mean, like I said, that's one of the smarter picks because that's something he needs to do right now. And obviously, he probably can't get anyone who's done any real campaigns at this point. You might be able to get somebody at the local level who's done campaigns to help you out, but nothing at a national thing. But yeah, you can't just be, or you shouldn't be plucking your cabinet. Number one, you should be thinking about your cabinet at all at this point. You're not even on the ballot in one fucking state yet. Let's fucking one step at a time here, Joey. That's why the VP thing and keeping everything in the Dabbleverse is what makes me think Joey is not really taking this seriously. So,
and I know the reason why he does also put it up on his main channel. Why he puts this stuff up on his main channel is because that's where it's going to get any views.
Yeah,
that's where he's going to get super chats. That's where he's going to get that. If he just puts it up on Catalano for president, it's not going to get any views. He's not going to get any super chats when he streams it.
Right, 100%.
And that's the goal.
What's up, Bacon? Good to see you. I actually feel bad. I missed your show the other night. I said I was gonna fucking be there in the chat, and I fucking fell asleep.
You missed Beef Tips?
Yeah, I missed fucking Beef Drippin's Beef Tips. I think it was 9 p.m. the other night. I said I'd be there. I was there.
Never miss a Beef Tip show. Beef Tip show on YouTube. All one word. Beef Tip show. And I know that because if you just look for Beef Tips, you find something completely different.
Oh boy.
Delicious, but different.
So your agenda, let me guess, is capitalism. Let the rich get richer, let the poor get poorer, and business as usual. Keep the business going. You know what I mean?
I feel like it's what the fuck's the term? Where everyone does what they're capable of doing. Shit.
Egalitarian. Egalitarians.
Right, exactly. Yeah,
meritocracy.
if you work hard, you should have the ability to raise your status in life.
The irony here is I believe like Chad's a union rep and he's a property owner, like a landlord, and
he is.
2K has a government job. So you
Oh,
think
really?
yeah. I know. I think it's okay to say what he does, but it's.
I don't care. Doesn't matter.
It's fine. But yeah, it's a government job, so it's funny. You think people, if anything, they may have the opposite fucking beliefs or whatever. But and again, that's another thing. I mean, Chad would be hurting himself if he actually had these beliefs. So again, it's a bit. It's not a bad bit, Chad, but it's a little too obvious bit. You got to tone it back a little bit if you want people to think it's plausible.
At first, I thought he was just kind of dumb, and then I just sort of left him alone. Like when he was on with Joey, and he really didn't say anything. And then when we did ask him a question, he had like a 2-word answer every time. And then he said a few things. I'm like, okay, whatever. And then now I'm just like, nah, this is a bit. He's not taking this seriously at all. Not that I ever thought that he was all the way in on it, that he was taking it seriously, but now it's like definitely not taking it seriously.
I originally thought it was like, okay, Joey's my friend. He asked me, so you know what I mean, type of thing. Like, even if he didn't think Joey had a shot, he was like, I'll go along with it. I'll help out my buddy. But no, he's turning it into one of his little characters, his little fucking bits. I mean, James Sardina may be his real name, but he's playing a communist here. Unless he is a communist, I don't know.
James Sardina is also a character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I agree that
a meritocracy. I believe in a meritocracy. That's what I believe. I believe you earn what you are. There you go. Echo's fixed. Fantastic. They finally neutered Echo. It's awesome. But yeah, I feel like there are people out there who worked hard to get their businesses to make $2 million a year on a restaurant that they made, and they should be
I have to
rewarded
disagree
for
with
that.
that.
They should be rewarded for working hard and oh, don't forget the people that do this have to like take chances. It's not like they're just going, okay, I have a restaurant now I'm rich. You're taking a big chance when you invest in a business.
Right, like he'd actually be hurting tons of small businesses with this. Like pretty much almost every small business. If someone owns a successful small business, their net worth is over $250K.
Absolutely,
so
100%.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. It's like it's definitely a bit. It's the whole time I'm listening to this, I'm just going, "What is?" Chad, just say, redistribute the wealth and then fucking leave. It's like, what are you doing? Why are you staying here? Wasting everybody's time, including Joey's, who probably never watched this and never seen anything Chad has ever said, and they don't talk.
Yeah, he must not know. And Joey, Joey, he takes a lot of joke stuff seriously. Like, I think he brought it up in that last video we watched. He's like, Eckel and Rochi, they admitted that they grift more than me and they're worse than me. It's like, Joey, they were being sarcastic. They weren't saying, yeah, Joey, we're worse than you. They went live to like, oh yeah, we grift worse than Joey. Give us 100 gifted and we'll do this, we'll do that. And it was a tongue-in-cheek way to get, to inspire people to, donate more, whatever. But they were joking. They weren't admitting that they're worse or they're bigger grifters than you, Joey. Now, you may think that I'm not going to argue one way or the other. I'm just saying it wasn't a real self-admission. It was a joke. But he thought it was real, so I don't know if he's missing hints that Chad's laying down too, or if he's just not watching this shit at all and has no idea what Chad's saying on shows. I mean, the second part's probably true, to be honest with you. He's probably not even checking this shit out. He's probably busy doing his own thing and doesn't know what his VP's doing on the fucking side over here.
Busy ducking process servers.
Business like that.
I agree that we should keep some, as long as it's middle class and upper middle class, we shouldn't be taking their money. We should be taking the money of the top 1% and the top 5%.
Well, here's the thing too, Joe. When you raise costs and you take more money from the rich, prices of everything goes up. So it now raises the cost of living for the lower and middle class.
It's exactly just what you were saying.
We might have to make some adjustments and balance some things.
Yeah,
that's got to be you guys behind backstage.
I mean, this country's been here for a few hundred years, Chad.
We need to take away. We need to be aggressive in taking away some of the properties of some of the richest people, like Elon Musk, and, the guy that owns Amazon and probably Apple.
That sounds like stealing, isn't it? Don't you want to own stuff? It sounds like stealing. Here, I know this is yours.
All right.
And also the Amazon guy and the Apple guy, maybe. I know the name of one billionaire, Elon Musk.
Oh, I wish he said in the Washington Post guy, start naming like the same guys, like that own fucking multiple things. Oh my god. The guy that owns X.
There you go.
The guy that owns X.
Yeah, the guy that owns SpaceX and the guy that owns X and the guy that owns the Washington Post and the guy that owns Amazon. We need to do something about these guys. There you go, Clearwater Chad. There's we bumped it up for you.
Chad, if you ever see this, I think my co-host will acknowledge you're not gonna find a bigger Elon hater than me. But I'm not into just going to take the guy's property from him. Like, this is not. You ever heard slippery slope, Chad? Like, even if you think that's right, once the government starts stealing property from you, think they're just going to stop at the people you don't like when you're out? Like, I know in your case you're going to be the government, but if this is something you believe in for real, which obviously he doesn't, but yeah, you can't just go around like taking people's fucking property. Like, you'd have to, you know how much property you'd have to take to get Elon on a $250K? Like, all of it?
I was gonna say, that's a lot of people's livelihoods that you're fucking over. And but don't worry, the government will take over SpaceX because they and Tesla and X, because they've done such great jobs with NASA and, and other things. You know what I mean?
Well, even that stuff, like the government, even when the government does have stuff, like the government contract is a word, Chad, because they get companies and people from the private sector to do stuff in the government that the government can't do.
Yeah, like NASA does not build rockets. It never has.
You can't. Yeah. Like, I work for a company with tons of fucking government contracts. That's why during COVID, we had to follow all the government guidelines and rules during COVID and blah, 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 because we had government contract. Like, even when the government does stuff, so much of it is done via the private sector or workers in the private sector. You can't. We're just gonna take their property and then what? Like, so so Joey's gonna be like Vladimir Putin, like Kim Jong-un, like Saudi prince, just gonna own everything. He's just gonna be one of the richest men in the world. And everything's his.
Yeah. Then wait a second. Wouldn't that put him over the $250,000 limit?
There's not a way to do it where. Oh my god! How complicated is it gonna be to try and get everyone to $250K? It's not possible. And I'm getting mad at myself that I'm trying to rationalize it. I gotta stop.
Yeah. Remember, he's not serious.
Yeah, he's not serious.
No, but now it's not anymore.
It happened in some of the South American countries.
And it's like, as in the words of Andrew Dice Clay, now it's mine.
If you want to have Forke on, I'd be fine.
I didn't big time your Forke. You said you were going to be in the chat. I'd love to have you on, brother, if you want to come on.
What is the cutoff?
I'll send you the link right now.
Anyone that has more than $250,000 in assets might have to give back some of that money.
So not a year, just overall.
Overall.
That's not that much. New York City, that's low. It's probably middle class in New York City.
Well, like I said,
in New York City, that's a hallway.
Yeah.
I mean, even
like, you can pull this shit off in Mississippi. You can pull this shit off, you know what I mean? And like fucking
like where I live. Yeah. Where I live, a $250,000 house is kind of decent.
Well, yeah, where I live, it's a fucking shack.
Yeah, it's not new. Possible. I mean, it's gonna be a track home. You're not gonna have any land. It's probably gonna be a one-story little ranch style house, but it'll be decent.
Ignore me. Yeah, again, not possible.
Even Joe Biden said he wanted to start taxing people, anyone who made over $400,000, which was remarkable considering the president makes $400,000.
I think it's more than that now.
I always thought that was no. He said over. He made exactly he was 1 penny under his tax threshold that he wanted to do. So, but that was a year. That wasn't like overall. That's like a year.
Well, I'd really like to go after the people. It's more billionaires, the people with the yachts. No one needs a yacht.
Like those, Chad.
don't need a PS5 either.
I guarantee you put Chad on the yacht right now, he'd be like, you know, he's pretty fucking sweet, I gotta say. It's goddamn cool.
That too. You ever been on a yacht?
Right, I don't need a $3,000 prostitute. But
There's
I'd like
also
to get
the
one every
whole,
once in a while.
you know.
Possible.
What about the people who build yachts?
Yeah, you can't do this. You can't do this.
You know, do their jobs not count? Where do they go?
I must have got confused, 4K. I remember I asked, you and 2K coming on, and I didn't think it was. Yeah, I didn't think you meant tonight. I know you said, like, I'll try and make it into the chat. I'm going to be doing something earlier. So I thought that meant you didn't want to do it tonight. So I totally misunderstood what you said. But I did just send you the link, and I actually just sent Cupcake the link if you guys want to come on or whatever to give some background information on this. That'd be fantastic.
Oh, don't forget everyone. Yeah, I can hear you guys. Don't forget everyone to subscribe. Oh.
Yeah, guys. If you can hear the guys backstage, let us know. Make sure. It needed the money. Anyway, but I mean, like I said, people also get the individual confused with the business. Like everyone thinks like the rich people get tax breaks. They're not really getting tax breaks. It's the corporations, the businesses that get the tax breaks, and that's to keep them in this country or in a particular state. Like one state will be like, "Hey, your state's taxing the crap out of you. Come to this state. We won't tax the crap out of you. We will give you incentives to stay in this state." Like tell us,
literally, why Tesla's in.
So that's how a lot of these corporations get tax breaks because states.
Yeah, the company I work for. Well, I worked for a certain company, then it was bought by another company like 10 years ago or something. And that other company was in a cheaper state than Massachusetts. So we were all worried that they were going to like close us down or whatever. And knock on wood, I'm shocked they haven't, because it's got to be a lot more expensive keeping us where we are or whatever. But yeah, trust me, I'm sure the second they can figure out an easy way to do it, they will. They'll to save that fucking money.
Want their business, so it's not necessarily a federal thing. Even it could be a state to state thing.
What's up, Cupcake?
What's
going on, boys?
The billionaires.
What say you has a
just as you saw, watching your masterpiece here.
So you guys in the background in his ear, I take it.
Oh yeah, we were in the background. Like when he would say stuff, we were like, "No! Oh my god!"
I was doing the same thing as I said when I watched it earlier. I'm just like, what does he say? That after a while, I'm just like, by about this point, actually, when I was listening to it earlier, like, oh yeah, this is 100% a bit. Yeah. Especially when you said, how do you feel about the Second Amendment? And he said, is that the gun one?
Yeah.
And I was like, that's the exact same answer he's had, I think, on some other interview that he had, where somebody asked him, what do you think about the Second Amendment? And he said, oh, is that the gun one? So yeah. It's like
So Cupcake, do you think Joey pays attention to anything that Chad's doing? No, he has no idea, right? Yeah.
No. I mean, I'll go so far as to say that Joey doesn't even understand it. Half the things he reads that Chat GPT spits out.
Yeah, I had only heard
maybe 3/4 he understands. Right. I mean, he is passionate about it, I'll say, and you got to give it to him. His reading has become a lot more natural.
Yeah,
it's better. Yeah. It is, and I get it. Everyone's gonna focus on the issues that they're most passionate about, that most affect their lives or whatever. But I think he's got to start branching out a little more. Hooking up prisoners isn't going to be a very popular thing, and I don't think it's bad. Like, a lot of prisoners do get screwed, but it's like, but you got to branch out. You're gonna have, because that's going to alienate a lot of people right off the bat. So he's got to start getting more in there.
I mentioned. Oh, here he is, Mr. President. How are you,
President?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I sound okay?
You sound fantastic.
You sound good.
How's it feel to be on a communist show? How's it feel?
A little icky.
Yeah, a little bit. You got to do what you got to do.
I tell you what, you get yourself a mask and you put in some good filtration, and the communism doesn't really get into you.
It's fine. So,
I didn't know there were so many commies in the Dabbleverse.
Well, there's two that we know of.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm at least commie light at this point, am I not? Like,
Yeah, you don't feel like
compared to Chad, you're a
yeah.
centrist.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Nick is now in the center, maybe even center right compared to Chad.
So 4K, whose if you can answer, whose idea was it to for you and 2K to run for president, so to say? Was it you?
I asked 2K on, was it your show, Cupcake?
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh no, it was it Benny Fitz?
Yeah, it was Benny Fitz on Rumble. Yeah. No, it was mine. I'm the idiot that did it.
It's a great
Well, the
dude.
videos have been fantastic. I have to say that you're putting out the AI videos that you have. They're great.
Thank
I
you.
really like them.
I have one of the tribe is a human slave working on him.
Excellent. So now is this the communist side of slavery or the capitalist side of slavery?
The puppeteer side of slavery.
Oh, okay.
Has Joey reached out to you about this? Do you know his feelings on this whole thing?
Nope.
Nope.
He is pretending it's not happening.
All right. Interesting.
Like
Well,
the
that's kind
old
of
ostrich method where you stick your head in the sand and hope it goes away.
Well, he's never. No, Joey doesn't know that this has happened because he's not paying attention.
He might know this one. Like, he might not be paying attention to what Chad's doing, but he accused Eckel of stealing 4K from him, Eckel and Rochi. And so I'm sure he knows that he's running for president. Yeah.
Yeah. And he attacked me with homophobic slurs.
I mean, he's fighting with Jake Hudson right now. Like, for real. Like, I know I had my little thing with Jake, but mine was a little comical. This is like,
I was going to attack you with homophobic slurs as well, but I thought I'd be nice.
Jokes on everybody. I love them.
That's what I'm saying.
I am a homophobic slur.
A particular one that starts with an F?
Yeah.
My God. So
just you.
What do you think?
Yeah, just me, not my human slave.
Either one of you can answer this one. Do you guys? What do you think Chad's real views are on things? Like, I had a conversation with Chad, and I got to go back and remember now because it was like a year and a half ago at this point. But he did seem to be leaning left, to be honest with you. Not like this, not communism left, but I think he is like a liberal. But I think he's obviously doing his little act here.
Yeah.
Do you think Chad thinks that Joey's doing an act? Actually, let me ask you, do you guys think Joey's doing an act, or do you think Joey thinks he can run for president?
That might be the hardest question to answer in the history of questions. I'm not sure Joey knows if he's taking it seriously.
Well, see, that's it. I think Joey thinks he's taking it seriously, but he doesn't realize that he isn't.
Right.
As I said earlier, it's like, when you have a young kid that wants to play, radio or whatever, they're just mimicking what they see and think that they're doing it right. Like they don't have they have no idea how to actually do it. They're just doing a mimicry of the thing, and I think that's where Joey's kind of at right now. He doesn't understand what he's doing.
His first debate on Cupcake's channel, it was just he's a good politician. He talked and didn't say a damn thing.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's had decades of that to practice that. He's had most of his life to practice that.
He is like anytime I've ever watched Joey do political stuff, he actually most of the time he starts off okay, and then I'll go get a drink. I'll come back and it's like, and then they say that my wife wants big BD, and it's like, Joe, how did we get here, dude? Like, what happened? We were talking prison reform when I left, and then he just gets suckered into the Dabbleverse bullshit every fucking time, and I don't know if he can stop himself. He doesn't seem that he can control himself with that shit. I don't know if he's looking at the chat. I don't know if he's just fucking rambling, but he always like veers off, leaves the political thing, and he's in the fucking gutter in the fucking Dabbleverse every time. So that's why I always struggle if he's taking it seriously or not.
Yeah, the
I don't
best
know.
Joey is when he goes off road.
Yes.
It is entertaining, yeah. But we're I think we've heard most of his stories at this point, so I don't know. We'll see what happens with him.
I just like the fact that Joey's writing all these bills, and he thinks he just has to go to Congress. He goes, here, you try here, vote on this.
Yeah, I
He's like,
think
no, that's me to sign.
He doesn't understand the process. He doesn't understand anything about government at all. That's the problem. He doesn't even understand what's going on in politics right now.
That's the point. I'm a puppet.
Who's who?
And I'm better.
Oh yeah. I bet you obviously 2K. Well, pretty much everybody here, maybe even Chad, knows more about politics than Joey, and that's kind of getting to be the problem here.
Oh, right. I think Chad does, yeah. I think the second time we ever had Joey on, we asked him, we're like, Joey, since you're going as an independent, how are you gonna get, someone in the House to like write these bills? Like I was trying to see if he knew that the president doesn't actually write the bills, and he gave some filibuster. I'm gonna represent everybody. Like he didn't answer the question. It was just nonsense or whatever. But yeah, so I feel dumb even asking the questions because like I hate. Obviously, Joey's not. No offense, Joey. You're not gonna win. I hate saying it because I don't want to shit on you for trying, but it's like the longest shot like ever. It'd be fucking crazy. But
right, I still want to press the point that I appreciate the effort, and I think it's an important thing for people to understand that yes, even you can run for president. I think that's a very good message to put forward, and maybe Joey should sort of stay on that track. I'm just a regular guy. Even you, if I can run for president, so can you.
If the Dabbleverse were a radio station, this would be like a radio station bit. Our stunt boy is running for president.
War of the Poses.
Yeah, that's actually a fantastic analogy. We got Stuttering John to run for president.
Right.
Well, I mean, he did, but
senator, I think.
Senate.
Yeah, he ran for Senate against Feinstein. He's definitely going to win that one.
Yeah.
Shit, I'd take John over Feinstein to be honest.
Yeah, that's probably wouldn't have been
God damn.
That might have been a step up. Go from
I just thought of that analogy.
Willfully terrible to somebody who's just absolutely incompetent.
The Dabbleverse is the radio station we all grew up listening to.
Like, it's almost a shame that there isn't like some kind of politics in the like. Hey, I'm governor of the Dabbleverse this year. Like, if people ran, like, it would be more interesting because then like Joey could have a shot at something. You'd have, or even like I said, if he was able to run for mayor, but he can't.
I was gonna say Joey could be the comptroller, but no, he's not very good with money.
Oh God! You want to bankrupt Dabbleverse?
I'd have to look into that because
we have a Dabbleverse credit card.
I mean, there have been convicted felons that have re-ran for office and won.
Yeah.
For
it's like
president?
I think like
for
smaller
mayor
office.
and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I think it's maybe in Florida. I think maybe it's. Oh, that's true, right? In New York.
That was
Washington D.C.
Oh, was it Washington D.C.?
Right?
Washington D.C. Okay. Yeah. Whatever. They're the same thing.
Where the crack was at the time.
Right.
Yeah, is the crack thing. But maybe it might be in Florida where he is.
Maybe.
It can't be. Like, I don't know. I haven't looked it up. I just took Joey's word for it because I don't fucking care.
Right.
Yeah, there's some states where
anyway.
Exactly. It's like it
on,
doesn't matter.
I know. Do you think Joey's gonna be willing to do a debate with you at some point, 4K?
I would absolutely love it.
I hope so.
I'm keeping my fingers crossed.
Yeah, if you
love to have a presidential debate because I can imagine it'd go about as well as the debate with the 2K.
Right.
Clearwater Chad.
It was so.
Joey does actually speak. Chad, as I said, I know you guys were watching that. And I said earlier we had him on here the one time. I don't know if you guys watched that one with the Joey and Chad on, and Chad just sat there like that.
Yeah,
like the whole
really
time.
didn't say much.
Yeah. Try to ask him a question every now and again, give a 2-word answer, and be like, "Well, thank you, Chad." Just move on.
I don't know if that's worse. I don't know if that's worse or Joey reading a script for the first time. Because he read every single answer on his debate with Cupcake.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm kind of fine with that. Let's not pretend that other political candidates don't have somebody in their ear or
well, they tend not to
or
be in their
already
ear.
already scripted questions and answers and stuff like that it's already all known, or even when it's or even when it's on the fly, they have somebody in their ear. So I'm less concerned about his reading the stuff. I was earlier because he's very robotic about it, but now he's becoming more natural at it. So I give him those kind of props. But yeah, I'm not really that concerned about the reading and stuff. Maybe pronouncing things.
Is that if he, like Cupcake would ask a question, and if his notes didn't have the answer to the question in it, he would read something. Oh, this is close.
Yeah. My thing is,
yeah.
Does he comprehend what he's reading?
Right.
Yeah. And the answer is no.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
No, it's not.
I don't want to say a definitive no. I will say a definitive maybe.
Okay. You want to put a percentage on it?
I said probably maybe about 75%. He might know what he's talking about or what he's saying. The definition of the words, maybe I should say. He probably knows several of the definitions of the words, but maybe not what they're talking about in context.
You're a kind man, Mr. Cryptid.
Thank you.
I think he knows more about the prison reforms. If he's got experience in something, obviously I think he understands it a little better.
Well,
but,
I'll admit he knows more about prison than I do.
Yeah. That's why I was reading his prison reform stuff, and I was like, oh, this is actually something, I can get behind. I didn't know any of this stuff. I actually learned stuff from Joey C, believe it or not, about prison.
There we go. All right. We'll watch a little more of this. If you guys want to say something, just tell me the pause.
Very important question. I forgot I can't bring up chats here. I'm stupid. He goes, "What's your plan for the spooks?" I'm assuming he means like the CIA and the FBI. Ghosts.
Well, we might.
He means ghosts.
Is that what you meant?
I don't think we should.
Those kind of spooks.
What kind of spooks are you talking about?
We should add layers of, we might have to add layers of new agencies, but we can keep the current ones too.
Makes sense. Oh, Lou is in the chat. Hello, Lou. So, now, have you? I know you've had a couple of thoughts about potentially people for your cabinet. Now, we have already had some ideas over here at 4K, 2K, 2K28. We've already had some ideas over here. But have you had any ideas of who you would want
Great
to
slogan,
put in
by
your
the
cabinet, or people you'd like to bring in?
It is.
Well, I'm hoping you and Forke will be dropping out of the race. You can come to our team and be on our cabinet.
I see what's going on. Well, I did have a job over there. Yes,
Yeah,
I did have a job over there.
Not a chance backstage during this part.
Yeah.
I'm hoping at some point Joey's going to be like, you got to use your real names if you want to run for president. You can't run as a fucking puppet.
He totally would. I didn't even think about that.
Now,
That's a
everybody
good
knows
point.
mine anyway.
No, I don't.
And let's also be honest here. It's not like you guys have filed paperwork.
It's not like we can actually be president either.
Exactly. It's not like you guys have done. Yeah, I mean, we'll give it up to Joey. He's done the paperwork, but he's going to get pissed off at this.
Yeah,
because you're goofing on him. And he'd be like, "They're not even running. They're not even running." It's like, yeah, we know. They're fucking puppets.
Yeah. See, this is the WDV verse, and now we've got like the afternoon show, 2K and 4K, fucking with the overnight show.
Yeah, I hope. Oh shit! What was I about to say? I lost my train of thought. I'm just gonna play the video while I think. Yeah.
Okay.
And Joey gave it to somebody else. So I had to
Did he really?
Yep, I had. He told me he told me I could be the White House press secretary. And the next thing you know, Mammy's tits showed up, and next thing you know, Mammy's going to be White House press secretary. It's like, oh, well, that's cool. It's because like Papa doesn't have big giant hooters. That means he can't be White House press secretary. So when 4K approached
Might be
me,
something to think about.
We're gonna have
Vice
fucking
President 4K.
Fran Drescher as fucking press secretary over here. Like, fucking fantastic.
2K might need to get some tits. That's what I'm saying.
Like, yep, we're going to do this.
Well, I believe everyone should be employed.
No, I believe that too. I believe there's a lot of people who prefer not to be employed. I think that's the issue. There you go. What about the welfare system? What would you do? Would you change it? Would you make people have to work for their welfare? What would you do?
Well, I believe anyone that can work should. There's people that can't work, so that's fine. But yeah, we're going to be revisiting that. So anyone that can work should work.
You hear that, Jake Hudson? You pissed off the wrong fucking Catalano. He's gonna put your ass. You're gonna be welcoming people to fucking Walmart after this shit. Did you hear about their fucking little fight that you got going on there?
Yes.
Oh my god. Like
I'm not paying attention to it. I don't really pay attention to
oh,
Hudson.
dude. Like Jake actually got a burn in, and it's not an earned burn, but it was pretty good for Jake. He was like, I don't know. I have no idea what started it all. But they started fighting via email, and then Jake like sent people copies of the email, put it in his. I saw it because he invited me to his Discord whatever weeks ago, so he put it in his Discord, and you can see their argument. And Jake says something like, Joey's like, Jake, you're a little boy. Yeah, I'm done with you. I'm done. Blah blah blah. And Jake goes, well, I heard you lost your apartment. Joey goes, stop saying you're better than me. You're not better than me.
Yes.
And I'm not better than you and blah, blah, blah. And Jake goes, well, I heard you losing your apartment. I own my own home, so who's better? I was like, Jesus Christ, Jake.
Hard fight. Nice.
Yeah. Joey's like, you got your home because your parents left it to you, which Joey's right. So, like I said, it's not an earned burn, but it was pretty good for Jake. I got to give him that.
Why is
but
Joey
I don't know
arguing
what's
with Jake Hudson. Why is anybody arguing with Jake Hudson for any reason?
Like I said, I don't know what started it, but Joey's pissed that Jake like showed people the emails, and he's threatening to call the Secret Service on Jake and the police. And yeah, it was crazy. And Jake's like, I'm afraid Joey's gonna hurt me. I'm like, oh my god, only in the fucking
Imagine Joey C actually getting some traction and breaking out of the Dabbleverse with the wider United States in this presidential run. He's gonna be praying for the kind of shit he took for the Dabbleverse.
Right.
All right. Well, we actually agree on that one. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Talking to you, Bobby.
Well, if they could work and they choose not to, then there will be consequences.
Yeah.
Went crazy.
We agree on something. Oh my god, it's fantastic.
All right.
We found common ground on something.
We got to put somebody in the prisons. I don't know what's going on here. Yeah,
Well, they got those private prisons used to make some money.
And well, Elon Musk needs some company in there.
Yeah, and the guy from Amazon.
Yeah, that guy.
And the guy from the New York Post or Washington Post. What was it?
Yes,
He owns the Washington Post, yeah.
that's a good question.
Washington
Guys,
Post.
what would you,
Both those
how would you
guys.
define what would the consequences be for someone who's
Well, we'll start off light. We'll start off light if they don't come to work. Maybe if it's if we give them a couple chances and they still don't come to work, maybe they lose the right to they go to the DMV and they can't renew their car. Maybe then
You hear that, Jake? You can't register that car you don't drive. You're like people that don't work probably don't have cars at this point either, Chad. You got to think about these things.
From
This
there,
is the slippery communist slope.
Uh-huh.
When they talk about seizing when they talk about seizing the means of production, people are part of that means of production, and they'll seize your ass too.
Chad's slope here is more like a vertical 90-degree cliff. There ain't no slope for Chad here. He's just like, nope, go to jail. Go to jail. We're taking all your shit.
Right to jail.
Much like the
Right to
lemons
jail.
in my video.
if you guys can get like Joey and Chad together, against you, Forke and Tooke, and Cupcake hosting it or whatever, it'd be fucking hilarious if Joey has to, if fucking Chad's saying this shit, then Joey's got to like, I don't know, explain it or answer for it or whatever. Like if Joey actually has to hear what the fucking Chad's saying here.
Well, that's the problem. When they're both on, Chad does not speak.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joey's the filibuster king too. That's the other fucking problem.
Yeah.
You have to go to the back of the bread line every day. It's another thing.
Right. Yeah, they get more and more sanctions.
Let's see what else. Down there, guys. Anything you want me to discuss here? Any particular topics? Chat to anything you think that needs to be discussed as far as like that would sway your vote, perhaps? Please let us know.
Oh.
What was that?
Too close.
Program.
Oh, that's it. Do we have one? Is it currently non-existent?
I think the space program is wasting too much money, so we're going to stay on the airs for a while.
Will you invest in flying saucers?
I think you take a look at it, but we don't want to throw too much money into that stuff.
Well, I mean, right now our space program is Elon. Elon is our space program. We don't have a space program.
Privately funded.
You're going to throw him in jail, genius.
Yeah, he's going to be running space from jail.
Right. A lot of our innovations have come from the space program. Like plastic literally came from the space program. We use it for everything. Velcro, yeah. Certain types of fuels and stuff.
Velcro came from Vulcans.
Velcro.
Well, I don't think plastic was a good invention. There's too much plastic in the ocean because of that.
Great.
Yeah, but I know. I mean, we still
see
use it.
plastic behind you.
And we have the air travel we have today is because of plastic. The cars we have today is because of plastic.
As far as my own
food fresh.
experience, if you've been to the hospital recently, literally everything is plastic. Like, for sanitation purposes. It's all wrapped in plastic. It's made of plastic. It all gets disposed of after one use because it's easy and cheap to make.
Where do you think you got this 250,000? Like, I just assumed that
you're just still on that, huh?
It bothers me. It's such a low number. It's like like I was perplexed by it when I thought he meant nobody could earn more than $250,000 a year, and now that I know it's even worse than that, it's your fucking personal wealth. It's like that's you. I don't know why it's.
Chad owns a house and a duplex. This guy who owns a house and a duplex.
Right.
Cupcake drove him up to 250.
Yeah.
He started out lower than that. This was they're in the debate on Cupcake's channel. He was like, I can't remember what he said first, but it wasn't very much.
It was like, it wasn't very much at all. It was like 150,000, I think he said.
So he's got to be worth more than 250K.
Yeah.
It's almost like he's letting everyone, okay, this is a joke. I'm going to make it so fucking obvious. I'm going to pick such a small number that it's not even fucking plausible.
Yeah, it's.
How long do you think Joey's going to do this? Do you think he's going to make it through the year 2026? Still running for president?
I didn't think he'd make it this far.
No,
I thought he'd give. Well, he did actually give up. Remember, for a couple months.
I was so hopeful, and then he came back.
If he, goddamn, Joey, if you put more, I don't want to be a dick. Never mind. I was gonna say if you put more effort into doing something more productive, making money, like it's almost like it's like a fucking sitcom, and it's like different little scams to do this, that, and the other thing. It's amazing,
Storage
Joey.
Wars. At least that was interesting.
Yeah, that was great, and you're not gonna get in trouble doing that. Like I'd be nervous fucking around with. I'm just saying, filling out paperwork to run for president in the Dabbleverse, you got to be careful you don't fuck up, like accidentally. You know what I mean? These people, someone in this Dabbleverse will find it and report you and fucking, especially Joey. You got to be careful, bro. Like this isn't something to goof on, especially the finances. So.
No matter if he's taking it seriously or not, the election commission is going to take it seriously.
Oh, I mean, there's a reason. Like, part of me thought of donating like $10 to Joey's campaign just as fuck it, but no, I don't want my name on nothing involved in this. Like,
yeah, that's also where I'm at. I had this similar thought, and then I went to go do it, and I'm like, no, this seems like a bad idea.
Yeah.
It seems like a bad idea to give Joey money because I might be the reason he winds up in federal prison for election fraud. With my $20.
Yeah, right. So I'm not touching this.
Had the same thought.
Being able to transport it thousands of miles is because of plastic. I mean, a lot of stuff, that it's very important for.
3D
plastic in that suit coat.
Okay, Ronnie Munn Jr. wants to know about, I guess, nationwide marijuana approval. Do you believe in the legalization of marijuana or any drug for that matter?
I think as long as we tax it, it's okay.
I'm actually okay with that.
So heroin needles, as long as it's taxed.
Well, I don't know about heroin. That seems like we might have to wait on that one.
They can afford heroin. They can afford needles.
I believe we should make it all legal, tax the shit out of it, and then build rehab for the tax money, and then as a side hustle. Side policy. Free, make fentanyl free, and then the problem solves itself one way or another.
So I can agree with
that.
With 2K, yeah.
Now 4K is that your policy or is your VP out of control?
The problem takes care of itself.
Oh, make America green again.
All right, just making sure. Oh, you fucking cowards. Ralph. Fucking Cardiff never comes here, but Ralph always shows up. Huh. Fucking Christ. I can never get the real deal.
And I agree. You should put on a mask, Cupcake.
Doesn't seem to hurt.
I got nothing else on that.
I just want some psilocybin, damn it.
Nothing?
I want to go to the corner store, get myself a joint, and a $50 jelly donut.
Nice.
Right.
Actually, a jelly donut does sound good right now.
Yeah, see,
Chad,
you guys
what's your
should be
view
talking
on-
about food in front of Chad, all right? You're getting him distracted.
Second Amendment.
But I'm surprised none of you made the joke.
We were all thinking a donut would be pretty good right about now.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying I wouldn't enjoy a donut.
I think I just heard Cupcake say Second Amendment, so I don't know.
Yeah, rewind this a little
Okay,
bit.
here we go.
okay.
Yeah, rewind it. And then we can wrap it up after
Yeah,
this.
we'll wrap
This
it
is great.
Psilocybin, damn it. I want to go to the corner store, get myself a joint, and a $50 jelly donut.
Nice.
Right. Actually, a jelly donut does sound good right now.
Chad, what's your view on Second Amendment?
Second Amendment, is that guns?
Yes.
All right, we got all the way to number 2. Fantastic.
There's no way that was good.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I was listening
Don't
to
even
that part,
attempt
not
the
watching 2K fucking
Well,
lose it.
let me think, because I
Number
think
8.
for right now, it could stay for right now.
It can
But what do you think of Chapter 12 of the amendment?
It can stay for right. So they're taking down the certain parts of the Constitution, certain rights is
Basically all of it.
Yeah, it's on
Yeah,
the
not
table.
certain parts, kind of all of it.
Holy shit! Thanks, Cardiff. I'm glad you agree with Ralph. Jesus Christ, finally showed up.
Of course you agree with Ralph. Everybody agrees with Ralph.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, we were over the 2-hour mark. Fuck. Jeez. Maybe next week, dude, we'll finish this up and then we'll go over the depending what happens in the Joey verse here, in the green ticket, the green party over here. Actually, I know 4K would be insulted by the green party. Well, maybe we can go over that Chad shit from like 2 years ago. See what kind of compare what he said. But anyway, thank you, gentlemen, for coming. Appreciate it. Thank you for running 4K. Cupcake, thank you for having this.
Thank you.
We'll do some plugs. I'll put the not that no one here knows where to find you guys, but I'll put your links in the chat after. But Cupcake, tell the people where they can find you, sir.
You can get me at the Cupcake Corner at American Cupcake on YouTube and Box Truck Cupcake on Twitter.
Fantastic. How about you, Mr. 4K?
You can find all my campaign videos at 4K Puppet on YouTube. That's without the gay E, just a regular American E. And
we'll put the
tomorrow
link
I'll
in the
be premiering a campaign ad featuring Joey's view on homosexuality, which is an
Sweet.
issue near and dear to my heart.
Now, is he for or against gay puppets?
Tune in to find out.
I'll be there.
I'm hoping we're gonna get some "Make America Green" hats or something like that eventually. That'd be fantastic. Get some merch.
Actually,
out on
that's
TV.
probably one of the few influencers hats I'd probably get with a picture of 4K on it. Make America green again.
Well, you're in luck because I got 50 of them.
Oh, sweet.
I'll be handing some out at Hackamania.
I will not be at Hackamania, unfortunately.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thanks for having
Well,
me
it
on.
was so far out. I didn't know if I'd be able to go. Now that I think I could go, I don't want to spend that much money.
Oh, it's fun.
4K showed me the
would've-
hats, but
I always
that was
got
my way
major
of playing
FOMO.
dumb.
Yeah, I always get major FOMO for those events, and I wanted to go to this one. Maybe if we have DabbleCon this year, I'll go to that.
There you go. All right, Liquid Cryptid, do your plugs. Tell all the stuttering John lovers where they can find your shit.
At Liquid_Cryptid here on YouTube, Liquid Cryptid on X, Liquid Cryptid on Rumble. Rumble's where you can find all of John's shows. Obviously tonight's will probably be up tomorrow because it's running late here, so I'll maybe get it up tonight. I doubt it, but John's show, you can find all John's shows there. And lately I've been doing a highlights of every single one of John's shows, where I go in and I cut out all the bullshit, all the repeats, all the stuff we already know, all the old stories, and just get down to the new information. And they've been becoming a hit. Cardiff used one yesterday morning.
Oh, fantastic. Well,
So
sorry
it's
you
a-
got here late, but under Joey's America and Chad, you can still do your cocaine. It's just going to be taxed, so don't worry about it. You'll be fine. It'll be fine. Yes, Liquid's highlights are great. All right. Anyway, thank you, Cupcake. I will. On a side note, I'll message you tomorrow and let you know.
All right,
how
yeah.
But anyway, thank you guys. Obviously, you can find me here, OG Mumbling Nick. Sometimes I'm with that damn pineapple on Saturdays, and I actually think I'm going to go live tomorrow night. I have kind of something planned, so non-political. So if anyone's around, check it out. And thank you everybody for coming by. Peace. Vote for the 2K, 4K. How the fuck's it go? 4K.
2K, 4K, 2K28.
No,
we go.
4K, 2K, 2K28.
Isn't that what I said?
It's
You
so
said 2K
simple.
first, I think.
Oh, well, whatever.
4K. Well, you put the VP in front of the fucking president guy. You can't do that.
They're puppets.
All right. Whatever.
And they're both green.
Peace.
Dabbleverse stuff, mumbling, pineapple stuff, dabbling, controversial stuff. Now I know y'all be loving this shit right here. NICK mumbling is right here. People in the house, put them hands in the air. Cause if you don't vote, then we don't care. 1, 2, 3 times 2 to the 6. Jonesing for your fix of that dabble politics mix. So where the fudge you at, punk? Shut the fudge up and back the fudge up while we fudge this track up. On your flags up, on your flags up, on your flags up, on your flags up, on your flags up. Retort in, now retort out. Hands up now, hands down. Back up, back down, tell me what you're gonna touch now. Republicans in now, Democrats out. Guns up now, hands down. Black up, tell me what you're gonna vote now. with dabbling in politics. You can't mess with dabbling in politics. Listen, we debate it all every week Saturday night, and it's YouTube thing right here. Yo, we're doing it all the time, so you better get some better views and get saved up on your dime. So we got the gang set, so don't complain yet. 24/7, never begging for a rain check. Old school dabble is blasting out the political shit. The back and forth shit, put bounce in the dabble